Entrepreneurs are innovative opportunity seekers. They have this insatiable curiosity to discover new or different things that will work in the marketplace. This insatiable curiosity is what separates them from the ordinary businessman who simply wants to make a profit by producing, buying, and selling goods. When the word entrepreneurship was coined, the discerning economists wanted to stress the point that entrepreneurs contribute significantly to the economy by raising productivity from one level to the other. Entrepreneurs create value by introducing new products or services or finding better ways of making them. They innovate on the design of a product or add features to existing ones. They improve technologies to gain better economies or achieve unassailable superiority. They create new demand from undiscovered customers. They will not stop seeking for that proverbial spot of gold at the end of the entrepreneurial rainbow. The entrepreneur, as opportunity seeker, begins with the entrepreneurial mind frame. This mind frame is what allows the entrepreneur to see things in a very positive and optimistic light. In one of my favorite anecdotes on opportunistic optimism, there were these very young twin brothers who woke up one morning to the foul smell of horse manure. The first twin, an incorrigible pessimist, moped woefully on his bed. When Mom smells that, she will tell us to get rid of it because it is near our window. Then I have to solve this messy problem by getting a dustpan, a broom, and a plastic bag to get rid of the horse manure. Then I have to throw it in the garbage can, making sure I put the lid on. The second twin, a Pollyannic optimist, exuberantly exclaimed, "If there is horse manure, there must be a pony somewhere." He then ran out of the house to look for the pony. In contrast to entrepreneurs, many managers in the business world will focus only on what they are paid to do, which is to solve problems. They might find a solution to the problems, but that just brings them to where they were before. The pessimistic mind sees the risks. This reminds me of one of the darkest years in the Philippine economy following the assassination of Senator Benigno Aquino Jr. The country lost all international support. There was massive capital outflow. The GNP growth rate turned negative. Real estate prices dropped precipitously. An entrepreneur friend of mine encouraged me to buy a condominium. He himself was borrowing money in order to buy 10 units. He said it was the best time to buy. I did buy one. 2 years later, the martial law government was overthrown. A year after that, the real estate prices multiplied 7 times in the Makati district where we bought the condominiums. The entrepreneurial mind frame makes me doubt the adage that entrepreneurs are conscious risk takers. In fact, in the many case studies I have written, entrepreneurs don't seem worried about the risks at all. They're more enthusiastic about the opportunities. They're like inventors who experiment many times and fail, and yet each step, each experiment is somewhat closer to looking and finding success. Next, the entrepreneur as opportunity seeker must possess the entrepreneurial heart flame, or that surging passion to find fulfillment in the act and process of discovery. Inventors and entrepreneurs do not even stop to relish the victory in their discoveries. Each discovery is just a prelude to another one. Hence, the fire of creation is always alive in their hearts. Passion is that great desire to attain a vision and fulfill a mission. It is wanting something so much that you'd be willing to sacrifice yourself and devote yourself totally to a quest. Passion is the critical ingredient for success. The heart is about emotional intelligence. This is often manifested in the entrepreneur's relentless efforts to nurture relationships with customers, employees, and suppliers. In many Asian societies, relations and relationships separate the good business network builders from the mediocre ones. The heart is about genuine interest in people, how to motivate and elevate them. Finally, the heart is about nurturing a caring culture in a goal-oriented enterprise, because the entrepreneur cannot grow the organization by himself or herself. It needs the synergy of people working together in harmony. The final ingredient to the alchemy of opportunity seeking is the entrepreneurial gut game. Gut represents two things in common day language. The first one is intuition, or the ability to sense without using the five senses. It is knowing without knowing why you know. It's the ability to discern patterns in the environment and find that elusive opportunity. Guts enable entrepreneurs to withstand adversity and weather any crisis. Guts give entrepreneurs the courage to plunge the difficult ventures with all the traps and pitfalls, tests and temptations. Guts is the chutzpah of the entrepreneur who believes that everything is possible. Guts is utter confidence in oneself. Guts is the belief that everything is within reach if only the entrepreneur would aspire for it. The adventurous seeker has many sources of opportunity to choose from in order to succeed in his or her quest. Some look at the entire forest to find opportunities. Others zoom in on the trees. Some entrepreneurs focus on what customers like. Others actually focus on what they hate. Some entrepreneurs capitalize on their unexpected successes, while others take advantage of their unexpected failures. Some dwell on their hobbies and interests. Others pursue the difficult and harsh road of science and technology. Whatever the source of opportunity, the entrepreneur uses his or her mind, heart, and gut, combines them to pursue that entrepreneurial dream and to fulfill that quest. The big picture of the macro environment contains opportunities galore. The social, political, economic, ecological, and technological environment paint the large forest scenario. The macro-social environment includes the demographics and socio-cultural conditions of the entrepreneurial arena. Demographics includes statistics and measures about the population at large and the different population segments in particular. Socio-cultural conditions includes the mores, customs, beliefs, and traditions of the people. Trends in this macro-social environment present their own opportunities. For example, countries with aging, longer living populations and with declining childbirths provide an opportunity for drug companies to produce medicines for the chronic ailments of the old. Early retirees will spend their pension funds and savings to travel and enjoy the rest of their lives, giving rise to a booming tourism industry. There will be need for smaller homes for smaller families, smaller furniture for smaller homes. Fewer children will mean more pampering with expensive toys. The little emperor or empress syndrome will create child-centered families looking for the best school, the best summer vacation, the best computer games, the best clothes, and the best neighborhoods. The political environment defines the governance system of the country or the local area of business. It includes the laws, regulations that make certain businesses allowable and other businesses disallowable. For example, we can cite the efforts of government to curb the prices of expensive medicine in the Philippines. This had led to the Generics Medicine Act, the Parallel Importation Act, the emergence of branded generics. Finally, there was the direct fiat to reduce prices that led to a drop in prices. And there was a significant increase in the production of generic medicines, bringing the prices of medicine down. Another example is the huge growing economies of China and India. They have had a major impact on the production and prices of fuel, strategic metals, industrial products, and consumer goods. Industries all over the world have been severely affected by these two economies. Entrepreneurs who keenly watch movement in these economies can anticipate prices and levels of demand and supply better. Those who are clueless will lose out. The ecological environment includes all natural resources. It defines the habitat of man, animals, plants, and minerals. In an attempt to save the environment, many Philippine cities have now banned the use of plastic bags and styrofoam in restaurants, groceries, and other business establishments within their constituencies. Hence, business establishments, particularly groceries and restaurants in these cities, have invested in paper bags and even introduced their own reusable cloth bags as an alternative to plastic bags. New scientific and technological discoveries lead to the commercialization of new products, causing the obsolescence of old products because of their superior attributes. Here are some examples. A thorough analysis of industry structure and dynamics yields many opportunities for the astute entrepreneur. Situating his or her enterprise within the realm of an industry provides many profitable opportunities for the entrepreneur. For example, let us look at an agricultural value chain. We can start at the land preparation stage, moving on to the agricultural crop production, followed by harvesting. Then buyers buy the produce, which are then brought to the processors and millers. And traders and distributors purchase the produce of processors and millers. Then these are stored in warehouses, and from there, it's brought down to the downstream distribution chain and finally ends up with the end consumer. The entrepreneur can actually find opportunities at each and every step of the way. Sometimes demand is low, sometimes demand is high. Sometimes supply is low, sometimes supply is high. Prices go up and down. And if the entrepreneur carefully watches all of these trends, he can find the best opportunities all along the industry supply to market chain. For specific agricultural products, there are also many opportunities to be found. The increased demand or supply, or higher and lower prices, yields their own opportunities. A low harvest of mangoes for the majority of growers gives high profit opportunities for the few who are able to produce a decent harvest. However, when there's a glut in mango supply, the producers of mango puree, mango juice, and dehydrated mangoes will be the ones to benefit. These processors make money only when the harvest is plenty and the prices of mango fruits are low. Consumer preferences change over time. Again, this has yielded many countless opportunities. For example, people's tastes in clothes, food, personal grooming, music, shoes, entertainment have ushered game-changing opportunities. Often, certain fashion trends are dependent on the taste of particular groups of people and are usually associated with the social status or cultural preferences, like the type of music or movie a person likes. Decade after decade, popular fashions reflected the mood of that particular decade and showcased changes in society as the styles of clothing and accessories evolve with the times. What irritates or annoys customers also is a source of opportunity. For example, in a fast food chain, they found out that long queues irritate customers. So they re-examined their kitchen and their counters and reduced the queue from 10 minutes to 3 minutes. This increased sales by 30%. Sometimes, it is not the product that is changed by the enterprise. Rather, they change the way consumers perceive the product. For example, did you know that Listerine, the mouthwash that we know today, began as a cure for athlete's foot? Demand for the product shot up during the First World War as soldiers trudged on wet ground. After the war, demand fell. The company asked the soldiers what else they used Listerine for, and the answer was to apply them to mouth blisters. This led to the repurposing of Listerine as a mouthwash. New knowledge is a dramatic source of opportunities. For example, discoveries on DNA, stem cell, cloning, and the like have led to a lot of opportunities about healthcare. Therefore, a person's talents, skills, hobbies, interests, and experiences are great sources of opportunity. For example, a carpenter may go into the furniture business. A pilot might set up an airline. An IT geek might get into the web design business. Therefore, talents, skills, experiences, interests, hobbies can lead to many businesses and many opportunities. Unexpected occurrences or successes from the business opportunities can lead to good opportunities. For example, Viagra was initially created to treat hypertension and other heart ailments. It had an unexpected side effect among male test subjects. It has since become a successful and popular cure for erectile dysfunction. Finally, there are opportunities from the future. Megatrending allows the entrepreneur to take a leap of faith into the future in order to exploit opportunities today. For example, scientists are predicting the rise of nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is the manipulation of matter on an atomic and molecular scale. One of the future uses of nanotechnology is minimally invasive surgery. In this session, we have learned about entrepreneurs, what they do, and what are their traits and characteristics. We have learned how they use the mind frame, the heart plane, and the gut game in order to discover new opportunities.